Hi and welcome back to Guideline, and in this very short video we're going to give you a very brief overview of how Guideline breaks down an organisation or business into its various areas. There are many approaches to this and there's no right or wrong answer. All we've tried to do is make understanding your organisation as easy as possible by grouping things together into 7 areas, or as we call them, keystones. These areas are important when using the Guideline software because they allow you to focus your compliance efforts on the areas that are most important to your organisations. There are 2 versions of this video. This one gives a brief overview of each area. We also have individual videos on each keystone explaining the detail that sits behind them. So let's first take a look at what we mean by information. Information is the lifeblood of every organisation. No organisation can exist without information, and it requires quite specific care and attention. There's a wide range of elements that are included in information. Your organisation is generating information every day, but is it accurate, reliable, up to date and legal? It's far too easy to stockpile historical information, and in the digital data, it's seemingly bottomless storage in the cloud makes it easier. Information needs thought, care and maintenance. It's also a lot more than just invoices, emails and reports. For information on which regulations are included in each area, you can go to the sources page on the Guideline website, and we'll put a link on the screen. Every organisation has people, even if that is just the founder. Once there is any form of growth, the need to invest in and manage people becomes paramount. People is about so much more than managing employees. This area extends well beyond the people your organisation recruits to include anyone that contributes to the success of your organisation. It encompasses the skills, knowledge, experience, inclusion and happiness of all humans involved in delivering your activities to your contacts. There is a function which most organisations call human resources, the role of which is primarily to take care of and be responsible for people. Money is a central area for most organisations, being necessary. As one of the most regulated areas, money certainly gets good attention in most organisations, possibly too much in some. It's very easy to pass off managing money to an accountant. However, money is bigger than just pure accounting. Subscribers to Guideline get access to a searchable compliance database so they can find all the regulations in the money area. It's possible to run an organisation on very few physical assets, but that's rarely the case. Sometimes physical elements can be referred to as fixed assets, which is an accounting term. However, the physical keystone encompasses far more than just those pieces of equipment or property which have significant financial value. All the smaller devices, furniture, wiring and stock also need attention and care. Organisations often spend too much time focused on the larger physical elements and forget the massive equipment, which is key in delivering the day-to-day activities and enabling the people. It's easy to think that contacts is a list of names and communication details in your address book. This organisational keystone is far more detailed than that. What about the contacts you don't have yet? Are all contacts customers? Are all aspects of the contacts names and email addresses? Or is there other information? Again, like all the other areas, details of the covered regulations can be found on our sources page, and the link is on the screen. Does your organisation have information designs or unique facilities on which its success relies? Is there a secret recipe or technique that needs to be kept safe? The intellectual area is probably more important than you think. Do you have a logo, a product, a recipe only known to a few? All these are intellectual elements that need protection and maintenance. Some things are easier to protect than others, and there are a wide and complex range of ways to secure them legally. Learning more about this area will help you secure those intellectual elements in your organisation which are important to its success. And last, but by no means least, is the brand keystone. We are all brand aware. McDonald's, John Lewis, Audi, HM Government, Harrods, all these carry a picture in our heads and a perception which will vary wildly from one person to another. You might think of logos, adverts, costs, failures and quality from this list. These perceptions contribute to an organisation's brand and reputation. In turn, organisations use their brand to promote their wares, win followers or inspire spending. In creating your brand, it is important to think beyond the narrow view of logos and images, and therefore the brand area includes a broader range of elements about how to plan, structure and run your organisation. Together, these keystones or areas provide a framework on which you can think about and progress your entire business. The way that you govern, operate and grow your organisation is further supported by the various functions such as HR, finance and legal that you may have. Understanding these 7 base areas will allow you to focus on what's important to your organisation. The guideline software is specifically designed so that you choose what is most important to your business before starting the journey towards compliance. You work on your most important task first. That's the end of this short version. If you'd like to know more, you can go to the guideline.com website, or you can view the extended versions which covers each keystone in detail. Next time we'll be setting the guideline priorities. Thanks for watching, and we hope you find your compliance simple.